Hello, and thank you for joining me. If you're a contractor, subcontractor, project manager, or business owner, you've probably signed contracts with pages of insurance requirements, often without fully understanding what they meant. Maybe you've seen terms like additional insured, hold harmless indemnification, primary and non-contributory, waiver of subrogation, certificate of insurance. For many people, these phrases sound like legal language that only attorneys understand. But here's the truth. You don't have to be a lawyer to understand the basics. Understanding these concepts can help protect your business from expensive mistakes. Today, I'm going to explain these terms in plain English. No legal jargon, no complicated insurance language. Just practical information every contractor should know before signing a contract. Let's get started. Why contracts matter more than most contractors realize. Most contractors think insurance starts with the insurance policy. Actually, it usually starts with the contract. Typical construction project, property owner hires general contractor. General contractor hires several subs. Subs may hire more companies. Everyone signs agreements before work begins. Those contracts answer questions like, who is responsible if property is damaged? Who is responsible if someone gets injured? Who has to buy insurance? How much insurance is required? Who needs to be listed on someone else's policy? Who provides proof of insurance? In other words, the contract creates the rules. The insurance policy is often purchased to meet those rules. That's why it's important to read more than just the price of the job. You need to understand the responsibilities you're agreeing to. Many contractors spend hours estimating, but only a few minutes reviewing a contract that could create huge responsibility. That isn't a good trade. The goal isn't to become an attorney. The goal is to recognize when a contract deserves a closer look. Understanding contractual risk transfer. What is it? It's a way for one company to transfer certain responsibilities to another company through a written contract. Example, general contractor building a warehouse, hires electrical, plumbing, and roofing contractors, each company responsible for its own work. But what happens if something goes wrong? Who pays? Whose insurance responds? Who gets sued? Those answers are inside the contract. That's contractual risk transfer. The contract explains how responsibilities are shared among everyone working on the project. It doesn't eliminate risk. It helps decide who is responsible for managing it. That's why contracts contain insurance requirements. Understanding indemnification. One of the most common contract provisions. Don't worry about the word, it's simpler than it sounds. Think of indemnification as a promise. One company agrees, if certain things happen, it may protect another from certain losses or claims. Example, you're a general contractor. Hire a framing subcontractor. Framing employee damages the owner's building. Contract may say subcontractor is responsible for losses from its work. That's the basic idea behind indemnification. The exact wording matters. Some contracts are broader, some narrower. From a practical standpoint, indemnification is about who accepts responsibility. It's one of the most important parts of a construction contract. Hold harmless agreements often appears with indemnification in contracts. Hold harmless means one party agrees not to hold another party responsible under certain circumstances. Think of it like this. Your friend scratches your trailer helping you move. You decide not to hold him responsible. A hold harmless provision does this in contract language. Wording varies. Some transfer little responsibility, others much more. Don't assume every hold harmless clause is the same. It's an important section to understand before signing. Additional insured endorsements. One of the most requested insurance requirements. Example, general contractor on a medical office project. Hires a roofing contractor. Roofing contractor damages the building. Property owner sues both the roofer and your company. If contract required the roofer to add you as an additional insured, certain claims may be addressed under the roofer's insurance. That's why project owners and general contractors request additional insured status. Without the endorsement, your insurance may have to respond first, or there may be disputes. That's why a certificate of insurance alone isn't enough. Confirm endorsements are issued. Primary and non-contributory. Confusing phrase, but simple idea. Imagine two people both have insurance that could cover the same loss. Which responds first? Many contracts require one company's insurance to be considered primary before another's contributes. Examples: owner may want contractors' insurance to respond before their own. General contractor may want subcontractors to respond before theirs. The main point, primary and non-contributory provisions set expectations for which insurance responds first. Waiver of subrogation. Another term that sounds complex but isn't. If your insurance company pays a claim and believes someone else was at fault, they might try to recover what they paid. That's subrogation. Example, plumbing contractor causes water leak. Your insurance pays for damage. They want to recover costs from the plumber. A waiver of subrogation limits this ability, reducing disputes and lawsuits between companies working together. It's intended to help keep project participants from turning every claim into a lawsuit against each other. Certificates of Insurance, COI, one of the most misunderstood documents in construction. Many think a COI guarantees coverage. It doesn't. Think of it like a driver's license, shows you were issued one, but doesn't tell the whole story. A certificate tells you insurance company, policy number, policy limits, dates, types of insurance. But it's not the insurance policy, doesn't change the policy, doesn't create rights like endorsement requirements. That's why experienced contractors verify endorsements, not just certificates. A QE is a snapshot, helpful but not the whole picture. The 5 biggest mistakes contractors make. Mistake number 1, signing contracts without reading the insurance requirements. Scope and price get focus, insurance section often skipped. That's where the biggest surprises can hide. Mistake number 2, assuming every contract is the same. They aren't. Insurance coverage, endorsements, requirements change from job to job. Mistake number 3, waiting until the last minute. Review insurance requirements early to avoid last-minute problems. Mistake number 4, assuming the certificate answers every question. It doesn't. Verify endorsements are actually issued. Mistake number 5, not asking questions. Experienced business owners ask. Better to ask up front than deal with costly surprises later. 3 real-world examples. Example 1, subcontractor damages finished flooring. Owner sues everyone involved. Insurance requirements in the contract become very important. Questions arise. Were the proper endorsements issued? Who agreed to what? Whose insurance may respond? It all starts with the contract. Example 2, contractor signs contract without reading insurance section. Customer requests endorsements later. Work delayed. A simple review before signing could have prevented this. Example 3, contractor receives a certificate and assumes everything is done. Claim occurs months later. Missing endorsement discovered, now confusion and delays. Lesson, a COI is important, but it's only one piece of the puzzle. The 10 questions every contractor should ask before signing. 1, do I understand what work I'm responsible for? 2, what insurance am I required to carry? 3, do the required insurance limits match my current policies? 4, does the contract require additional insured endorsements? 5, does it require primary and non-contributory wording? 6, does it require a waiver of subrogation? 7, any indemnification or hold harmless provisions I don't understand? 8, have I discussed these requirements with my insurance advisor? 9, if needed, have I asked legal counsel to review the agreement? 10, do I fully understand what I'm agreeing to before I sign? These 10 questions won't answer every issue, but they help you spot potential concerns before they become expensive problems. Key takeaways. Contracts often create insurance obligations before work begins. Insurance policies are designed to help support many of those contractual obligations. Terms like additional insured, hold harmless, etc. are risk management tools, not just legal jargon. Certificates of insurance, important but not the insurance policy. Never be afraid to ask questions. Taking extra time before signing can save time, money, and frustration later. Final thoughts. Don't treat contracts as paperwork. See them as part of your risk management plan. Every contract is an opportunity to understand your responsibilities before work begins. You don't need to become an attorney or memorize every insurance term. Just understand the basics. Ask good questions. Work with trusted professionals when something isn't clear. That's how successful contractors protect their businesses. I hope this helped make contractual risk transfer easier to understand. If you found it helpful, share it with others who review construction contracts. Want a second opinion on your insurance program, contract, or risk management strategy? Schedule a confidential discussion. No obligation, just a conversation about your business and contracts. Montridge Insurance Services, 702-749-4369, www.montridgeinsurance.com. Thank you for watching. Wishing you continued success and safe projects ahead.